Dear Elijah and Elena, be aware of your surroundings. Again, be aware of your surroundings. I say this for a number of different reasons. The older you all get, you all will probably see people who wear headphones or, now the popular thing now is earbuds when they're going different places. I remember when I was a kid in the 90s and early 2000s when I would visit New York, a lot of people would have headphones on and barely be paying attention to what's going on around them. And it's not knocking New York City. I love the NYC. But it's just different culturally. So a lot of people would do that up there. Wouldn't be, and it seemed like they wouldn't be paying attention, but yet they would be. They actually seemed like they were aware of their surroundings. They would walk out in the street and not get hit by a car and all kinds of stuff. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people go jogging with earbuds and headphones on and all kinds of stuff, Bluetooth and all that. Sometimes even in the car. And the thing is that you need to be very, very careful of that. But not just because, wearing earbuds, just be careful and be aware of your surroundings wherever you go. My father, your grandfather, would tell me that often when I was a kid, even going to the gas station, like in a city in the part of like Atlanta, that, it was a part like West End, which is a place I had frequented a number of times when I was younger, just because went to church over in the area. Um, my second mother, your other grandmother, um, went to school at what they call the AUC, or the AU Center, Atlanta University Center, I think is what it's referring to. And so anyway, just being in that neck of the woods, a number of times, but there were certain people who were in the area who might try to take advantage of you if you're not paying attention. And that could be anywhere. It's not just the city. It was just that was one of the places that I was going where my parents would tell me, hey, keep your eyes and ears open. And that's one thing I want to let you all know is when you're, a lot of, I've heard before people say, I'm not sure what's the statistics on this, but a lot of things can happen or do happen to people actually the closer they are to home. And I think that, basically people were saying that before is because a lot of people, when they're near their house or around their house or near, familiar surroundings, they're comfortable. And when you're comfortable, you kind of let your guard down a little bit. So, even if, where we live is fairly decent, fairly quiet, working class people and stuff like that. No, not too many, much crime as far as we've seen anyway. And no real loudness, no real problems. However, your father is always trying to be attentive, always trying to look around. Even when we walk outside in the mornings going to school, try to look around, make sure there are no, animals out. You never know if something may pop up on you. It's a person or whichever. I don't mean going around staring at people, but you do need to keep your eyes open. Sometimes you can get that gut feeling about some people who, and they may look a certain way, may dress a certain way, what have you. Keep your eyes and ears open. And I would suggest not really having earbuds or headphones on and stuff like that unless you know that you're able to keep, able to focus and be attentive to what's going on around you if you're going jogging and having that kind of stuff on. I would prefer you didn't. Maybe being in a safer, place like get you a treadmill or go to weight workout or gym or whichever. But some people like to jog in nature, like they like to go out in nature, and they're able to, be aware of their surroundings in nature and stuff like that. That your father is not one of them, but maybe you will be one day. So the thing is, if that is the case, then you need to make sure that you are aware of everything that's going on around you. Nobody's perfect, but try to be. Another thing when it comes to being aware of your surroundings, when you go to a restaurant. My father, your grandfather, his big thing was he's a military guy, so he was taught and trained to make sure his back was not to the door. So that way he could see whatever was going on coming in, and if there's multiple doors, try to see what multiple doors are. But that way he could see what's going on. This is at the time, obviously, he was married and had me and my brothers, your uncles. And so he wanted to be able to make sure that he could take care and properly protect his family. So being aware of your surroundings, there's a lot that goes into that. Being aware of your surroundings, like I said, being a little bit skeptical about wearing earbuds and headphones when you're jogging, but also making sure your back is never towards a door. Always look around, keep your eyes and ears open, making sure that you're able to kind of, see what's going on near you. And last but not least, try not to get too comfortable wherever you're living. I mean, like I said, I don't want you to grow up paranoid. That was one thing my dad would say to me. Don't want to be paranoid, but you do want to be intentional. There's that I word again. Especially, I talk about intentional fatherhood. Be intentional about being aware of your surroundings. Something to think about.